in my head I'm going, oh, young team, but then I continually then think of the 39-year-olds who are in the team and go, well, maybe not. But around those three, and Taylor, Raza, and Karima, they're young guys in this side, and so what you want is good temperament and a continuity in terms of positivity in the way they look into play. But to be positive is not to be reckless. There has to be a calculation about it, try and figure out, you know, what it is that they need to do in order to put pressure on the bowler, how they can keep the upper hand with them. And it's not just a wild swing, or I'm going to try and hit six all the time. And this is stuff that they're learning on the job, on the go, at the highest level. So not easy to do. Yeah, good running. So I hope that there's been sort of the letting go of youngsters so that they can make mistakes, because that's how you learn.
Hello here, 100% confidence with dandruff-free hair.
I can see how confident you are.
It was coming. I mean, they asked me to sit down. I knew something was in the pipeline, and that's taken brilliantly. Shine Afridi there, inches from the rope, catches the ball cleanly, and Nawaz picks up a wicket, gives Pakistan a bit of a breather and a breakthrough.
Oh, he'll feel unlucky. Tadiwa Nashima Rumani is a full toss. He can plant it anywhere he likes, and he picks out the fielder. Someone else's bad luck is another's good luck. And Nawaz very happy with that. He's gone for a well-played 30 from just 22 balls. Zimbabwe 72 for 1.
और इसी के साथ-साथ पहले विकेट लेने पे मोहम्मद नवाज के लिए तालियां और शोर। New batter for Zimbabwe, Brendan Taylor.
Brendan Taylor is the new man at number 3, so he's got to pick up the momentum straight away. He's been given a great platform here to charge at Pakistan. A little bit of hesitation, direct hit would have taken care of the runner. Bennett there was struggling. It's Taylor actually.
He just hesitated. I think he was trying to figure out which end to go to. In the end, the throw's not quite straight enough. It just needed to be to the keeper, actually. And if it was anywhere closer than that, would probably have done the job. And Taylor might have been run out without facing a ball. All's well that ends well. He's going to take his opportunity. Here's one of the guys who's kind of seen it all before, but trying to do it all again. Second chances and all of that. Long story, Brendan Taylor.
Oh, didn't pick that one. Did not pick it.
Maybe not seen that one. Here's a look at the wicket. It's a full toss. And he's just trying to plant it out the park, really. It doesn't quite get it, I don't think. And then he picks out the fielder as well. It's a good catch.
Yeah, that's more like it. Reverse sweep shot played superbly along the ground. Missed the first ball, still blinking, his eyes still blinking, trying to locate the wrong one. This time, no problem. Really was well delivered.
Best form of defense is attack. He's not going to hang about and prod his bat.
That's the other option available. They've gone for an appeal here for a stumping. Leg umpire is going to send it upstairs.
Umpire review for yeah, umpire review for an yeah. Stumping, yeah. TV umpire to director. We have umpire review for stumping. I have checked bowler feet is a fair delivery. Can you show me the sidearm angle, please, for the stumping? Keep rolling. Batter foot in, ground in. Satisfied. I'm ready to make my decision for the business.
Yeah, it's not out, green line for Brendan. Gingerly playing that one, still not sure which way it's going to spin. Quick top edge. Couple of runs at least, if not a boundary. It's a fast outfield, so another useful crack from Brendan Taylor. 81 for 1.
Yeah, what's clear is that it's a good pitch. Here he is going for another sweep shot. Just a little bit slower, and he's through the shot. Back of the bat, no trouble. Away it goes for 4. And so, in the calculation by the Zimbabweans as they walk out here, can't rest on their laurels. Got to make sure that they're working out what will be a winning score, not just a good one. Bit of support for Zimbabwe there, and well, they might be from the embassy actually. Turn up and show the lads some support, give them some, and hopefully they can turn it on.
That's a single to long off. Now, Zimbabwe cricket team is also known as chevrons, right, Pommy? And it's got to do with the kind of architecture that you have in Zimbabwe. So I looked at Google. It's just an interesting option, actually. Chevron bit is the angle on the flag, I think.
Yeah, so an arrow sort of thing, isn't it?
It's a beautiful flag, and I think I've said it many times that during the '92 World Cup that Pakistan won, a jersey that sold the most as part of merchandise was Zimbabwe's red color. And it was strikingly brilliant.
Yeah, you need to visit again, Rambo. And at Great Zimbabwe in Masvingo, there's Great Zimbabwe ruins, and there's that pattern with all, and it's particularly fantastic. You say architecture, and that's what everyone's talking about in terms of architecture, about the chevron. There's that pattern on the buildings there. Centuries old. And so that's why, and I guess I point at the triangle because I'm looking for it, and initially actually with that name I was kind of looking at it everywhere on the flag, and it's not really there. But if you like, I suppose, where can I direct everybody to? I could direct everybody to Google, like you were just talking about there, and Google Great Zimbabwe and look at the pictures.
This could be $1 million question in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The Zimbabwe cricket team are also known by, or known as, chevrons. C-H-E-V-R-O-N. Well, this is a brilliant start from Zimbabwe. On target for a formidable score. Look for partnerships, wickets in hand in the last part. Can get them to a sizable score here. That's well crafted sweep shot. Fahim Ashraf, the fielder, and after 10, 88 for 1. And we'll have a little pause there for drinks also.
खेलो अपने 100 से ज्यादा गेम्स
Positive start from Zimbabwe. Ryan Bennett, the leading run scorer in T20 internationals. Full member nations we're talking about. He is leading the charge. The only wicket to fall, a full toss. Shaheen Shah Afridi picking it up smartly. Just inside the boundary line. He'll be disappointed because he could have hit that for 6. Put into bat. Pakistan haven't bowled all that badly, have they, Amir?
Yeah, they haven't. You know, you have to give all the credit to Zimbabwean batters. Yes, they have batted with intent, no doubt about it. But the highlight for me, that aggressive running. That enabled them to disrupt Pakistan bowlers' plans, whatever they have. And now they are struggling. They need to break this partnership again. Because Brendan Taylor has looked good, especially against the finger spinners.
Sam Ayub, change of ends. His first over he bowled in the power play. It was expensive. Oh, they ask. Nothing from the umpire. Slight inside edge.
Yeah, you're right. Bat was involved. Otherwise, it was quite adjacent.
Fired down the leg side. He's missed out. He sweeps really well, Brendan Taylor. That's his go-to shot a couple of balls ago. Straightened, but probably pitching outside leg.
Yeah, too wide on that occasion. And Saimayu was anticipating that Brendan Taylor, after playing those dot deliveries, will jump out of the crease. It wasn't a bad idea, that. Yeah, Bennett, it dealt with Saimayu quite nicely.
Great time for a cup of tea. Tapal tea moment in the tea lounge. Refreshing and will keep you warm.
Yeah, surely Taylor is unable to read Saimayub's varieties at the moment. Has played few dot deliveries, and into T20 something is going to give. That is close. That is close. Once again, the umpire remained unmoved.
Salman Ali Agha, he's interested in this one, but I don't think he's going to get any support from the bowler or even the wicket keeper. Making a comeback in 2025, Brendan Taylor, after about 4 years. Slightly down leg side. This time he gets bat. Somewhat a bottom edge and a very good over. He wants to. I think they have him. I think he's short. A good throw from Babar Azam in the deep.
Yeah, he wanted to have one more of the throw, but the throw was too good. Let's have a look.
Can you show me the other angle, please?
He looks short. Yeah, he looked short. Babar gets a good throw in to get Taylor. Few dots and he was desperate to try and get a move on. Brendan Taylor makes the walk back to the pavilion. Run out for 14. Zimbabwe are now 91 for 2. Ryan Ball, left-hander, 31-year-old, he can strike a ball. He's come ahead of Zimbabwe's captain, Sikandar Raza, probably just to maintain that left-hand, right-hand combination.
Yeah, Sikandar Raza of late has given himself a role of finisher. And that's why he asked Burl to go out there and maintain that run rate they have achieved so far. Pakistan making a comeback into the team by picking up these 2 wickets. They'll be able to quieten things for a little while. But another wicket here can be handy. And talk about that run out, Russell. You know, whenever there is a bit of moisture available, the board skids off the surface. And Barber showed a lot of game awareness by throwing the ball on the bounce to the wicketkeeper, and it travelled. Beat Taylor with that throw.
Mohammad Nawaz been good into the third over, drying up the runs. There you go, flat into the turf, and a perfect throw. Now, from Taylor's point of view, that was a heavy turn at the other end, the non-striker's end. It was not an in-out motion. Probably that would have saved him. He's carved it nicely. Shah, work to do, does it well, gets closer to another half century. Brian Bennett, he's been very consistent throughout this year. I remember he made a 94 in Harare when Sri Lanka were there. Then the the African qualifiers, he got 100 against Tanzania. That's his only 100, couple of 50s there.
Yeah, he's talked about and is rated highly in Zimbabwe. He's prolific. He bats with intent. A bottom-handed player, and that's why we see him hitting the ball so often square of the wicket on the offside.
Not pretty, not at all pretty, but effective. He's got a plan. Everyone going for plenty. Mohammad Nawaz. How refreshing has his spell been? The only wicket taker. The other one was run out. Oh. First ball he faces has a wild hike. Well, 12 gone, 94 for 2.
Yeah, he's getting some perches off the surface. A hint of turn, and also that turn is accentuated with the bounce. A good opening partnership. Once it was broken, control is with Pakistan at the moment now.
He slowed up, Brian Bennett. Wickets falling, the spinners coming in and asserting themselves. Oh, he's chipped it back. That's the third wicket. Such a soft dismissal.
Yeah, he remained off strike for a little while. He was going great gun, and suddenly momentum changed and that ball gripped. Didn't spot that leg spinner from Saim Ayub offered. An easy catch, return catch. Didn't make any mistake. Pakistan back in this game. They have gotten rid of Danger Man for 49. It's 94 for 3.
Zimbabwe's captain. Best of 133. Well, he's got a job to do, and this is the last thing you want as a batting team. 2 new batters, both on 0. Suddenly the game changing. Last 14 balls, just the 7 runs, including this, make that 8.
Yeah, Russell, this is the beauty of
¿Sabías que hay una nueva herramienta que te puede ayudar para la universidad? Se llama Sisi, que ayuda con todos
the ball, and then that ball gripped in the surface. Wasn't in control. Had to walk back.
What should the target be, Amir?
Well, they were in a position to go beyond 170. If, only if, Sikandar Raza manages to contribute heavily, then they have a chance to score 180. If it doesn't happen for Zimbabwe, they'll have to be content with 160.
First over expensive. Went for 17, but since then, bowling in tandem with Nawaz. Now you'd have to say Pakistan back on top. The run rate has dropped to about 7.5, 170. Pakistan will be very confident in chasing down.
Yeah, that has become a norm for Pakistan. Spinners giving control to the captain by picking up wickets. I think the new ball has to be used in a proper manner by the Pakistani fast bowlers. A bit of grip for Saim Ayub. Good over. A wicket for him. It's 98 for 3.
Was on 49, searching for his 50th run. Brian Bennett looking to just chip it towards mid-on, but the ball gripped. A bit of leg break on it, ends up chipping it back to Saim Ayub. Very good opening partnership, 72, and now in a bit of trouble. Mohammad Nawaz looking to bowl out at least a couple here. Well, the 100's on the board.
Yes, he's come out to bat with an intent, but he needs to be intelligent about it. He's trying to bludgeon the ball. Should look to time the ball rather than bludgeoning it.
No boundary for 25 balls in T20 cricket. That's a long, long time.
No clue whatsoever. He's finding it very difficult to deal with Nawaz's deliveries. Now once again, change the line further away from the off stump.
This is the 9th consecutive over of spin. Hit hard. Can't beat mid-off. Always a nice moment. The Vigotel smartphone. And a crowd selfie moment. We love our selfies. Three balls remaining in Mohammad Nawaz's spell. Got the breakthrough, tried up the runs and changed the game. Doesn't look like he does much, but subtle variations, change in pace, angle. Probably things like a batter, and hence makes those adjustments effectively.
It's a challenge, isn't it? How to psych out a bowler if you're a batsman, and it's vice versa. If you stay one step ahead, you gain.
Flat bats it, skids away for 4.
Yeah, he has tried his luck so many times so far in this innings, which is of 7 deliveries, and finally was able to get bat on ball. The reason why he was able to execute that stroke, because the length was dragged by the left armer Nawaz.
29 balls, so that's 5 overs since the last boundary, and that was the first boundary of Mohammad Nawaz. That's high. Babar Azam. He's underneath it, takes it. Ryan Burl goes.
Yeah, Nawaz realized after getting hit that he needs to pitch the ball up to the left-hander and away from the off stump, and got the desired result. Forced the batter to top edge that one, and things were spruced up by Babar Azam. Very well judged catched. And it's wicket number 4 in shape of Ryan Burl. He goes for 8, and it's 106 for 4.
It's Tony Munyonga. Well, they're losing their way, Zimbabwe. The wickets have started to fall. The choke is on from Pakistan's point of view. Abrar is back into the attack. Mohammad Nawaz, 4 overs, 2 for 22. We mentioned those variations and changes that he does make. Look how wide he bowls this, knowing Ryan Burl's going to come at him, drags it from outside off stump.
And how about that take by Babar Azam? Eyes peeled on the ball. And camped underneath it quite nicely. And after taking that one, he looked relieved.
Munyonga's off the mark. Well, they're facing a massive challenge out there now, the Zimbabwe batters.
Yeah, after that good start, Zimbabwe went after the Pakistani bowlers to be able to get close to 200 runs, and that's where they faltered. Yes, if they're looking to try to go for it, after losing 2 wickets, they should have held back and batted intelligently. But now the control is definitely with the Pakistani team. Spinners once again coming for the rescue.
Challenges everywhere though. In the crowd, the KFC flip the bucket challenge. All you have to do is flip the KFC bucket and wear it on your head as fast as you can. And the winner will get KFC finger licking good prizes. Young Zimbabwe cricketers came to Lahore Qalandars High Performance Centre in 2024. Spent 4 months here. One of them is Tony Munyonga. Lahore, 4-hour drive from here.
Yeah, he's been part of Lahore Qalandars for a long time. He influenced a couple of wins for Lahore Qalandar in PSL. Nelson's on the board for the loss of 4 wickets, Zimbabwe.
5 overs to go. Oh, hurry back. Hurry back. Oh, dear. I don't know that he got back there. Munyonga set off and then had to do a big circle to get back. Nope, short of his ground. A long way short of his ground. Munyonga. Yeah, eager to just get the strike rotated, get Raza on strike. And it's led to his downfall. Gone for 3. Zimbabwe 112 for 5 now.
आप भी यूट्यूबर बन सकते हो। अगर सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस मिसिंग है तो जूडो ऐप आपके साथ है। चैनल सेटअप, अपलोड स्टेप, टाइमिंग, कंटेंट आइडियाज और एल्गोरिथम।
Off the mark straight away. Tashinga Nsekiwa, only 25. Many youngsters in this setup. Shot. That's really well played in the slot, and it decides, well, I'll just help that on its way. Sikanda Raza, and he has to come to the party here to repair the damage that has happened in the last little while.
Yeah, he remains calm in a turbulent situation, clearing the front leg and hitting it straight, absolutely straight. Couple of bounces and it went over the rope. A strong hitter, strong striker, mentally very strong as well.
Yeah, 27 for 4 in the last 30 balls, and that's including that 4 as well. And having had that great start, they've fallen apart here and really failed to make use of the start.
There is a problem at times with some of the, you've got to call them minnows in terms of rankings and all, Zimbabwe, because they play the first part quite cleverly and then lose the plot in the last few overs. And we know, I mean, there was never a single, and it took a lot of time really to get back. By that time, it was all over for him. So you got to be really good at the finishing line on when you're nearing the finishing line. Not the first part, but the second part is as important with the bat. 119 for 5.
I think it's an issue of experience, Rambo. The first part is quite comfortable in terms of planning, and we were sitting together in those first 6 overs when I was saying it isn't just about taking those men on, it isn't just about reckless trying to whack it out the park. There is a way in which you play the middle part to still keep the pressure on your opposition and then look to then capitalize right at the back end. Bowl him! Didn't pick it at all. And straight through, crashing into the stumps. Another one down.
There's another example of inexperience, another example of you've got to be cleverer than this to bat well in the middle phase of the innings. The middle order has caved in. Nowhere near the ball, missed it completely, and he castled him. Could only get 2. Tashinga and Zimbabwe reeling now, 119 for 6.
Brad Evans walks out to the middle. I've snuck one there. Hasn't gone anywhere, and bowler unable to stop that single. Really, it's going to be about Raza on strike, because at the other end, seemingly unable to pick what Abrar is serving up. Sekiwa certainly didn't pick that. It's a wonderful comeback if you're Pakistan. They'd have been worried somewhat with Zimbabwe 91 for 1.
I mean, why would you want to make room and hit with a crooked angle of the bat? He was never in against Abrar. But Zimbabwe have got a great sample in Raza. How he bats in T20 is very clever. Paces the innings so well, and so you got to learn from how he bats in the middle overs. The whole idea of playing the 39-year-olds, Pommy, talking off air, is to make sure that they played the middle phase cleverly.
Yeah, the assumption would be that they would have the experience and therefore would be able to navigate that part quite well, especially if you get a really good start.
Right, it's figure-free moment. Download now and get the insurance you need on your fingertips.
Yeah, good call now. 17 done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, and also once you lose your way, it's very difficult. Inexperienced teams, you look at that middle part there, great first 6, and then once the wickets start to fall, difficult to get any sort of flow and to build to a crescendo, which is what you want. So couldn't use those first 6, almost had to start again. And I think what I was saying before, Rambo, is it's a good pitch. Make your calculation. How many do you need from here? And then play it accordingly from there. So that at the back end, last 5, last 4, you then can launch. But you need somebody who's in to be able to do that. To allow a team to continue to take wickets, then it's a struggle because you're short of batters. Shaheen back.
It wasn't as if they were under a lot of pressure to hit the long ball. Just basic batting was needed without losing a lot of wickets.
The test always for teams that turn up or that are not from this part of the world is how do you play the spinners? And what is it that you have as a game plan? Are you willing to stick to it even if the pressure amps up?
Shot selection, the running between the wickets. You can point a finger at a couple of points. Going smoothly, then losing wickets, and now in danger of being bowled out. That's the worst thing that can happen to a batting side. The last 3 or 4 overs, we are looking to survive. And Pakistan have earned that right to push them on the back foot. Yes, the favorite corner, T20 corner. Fans love it. Pakistan's #1 brand. T20 moment. You've been in that corner as well, Pommy.
Need that corner, it's cold. That's gone up in the air. Simple catch off the leading edge as he tried to work it onside. Evans. It's been a procession.
Why would you want to hit a shot like that? You've just come in, and your role had to be to partner Raza to get some runs and to be engaged in a partnership. A very, very soft dismissal. Shaheen Shah Afridi amongst wickets. His first. Brad Evans only 2. He got a 5-1-2-5 for 7.
Tino Maposa. Yeah, in the side for his bowling, not for his batting, and it's been a capitulation here by Zimbabwe. His opening stand was 72. Things were going swimmingly then, and really good work done by Marumani and Bennett. And you thought that it might be some sort of platform. Always knew that the spin was coming and it would be a test of some sort. But it's a test they've failed here because too many wickets. They've lost 7 for 53.
He needs to be the savior, the James Bond, as he was for Columbus. Got 22 of 7 balls to win them the championship. After having played a test match, to travel about for 2 days and change gear and become a T20 hero. Landed 10 minutes before the final.
पहली बार शेयर खरीदते हैं तो डर तो लगता ही है। मुझे याद है जब मैं 11th स्टैंडर्ड में था, अपने जीवन का पहला स्टॉक
8 for 7.
Too often you'd say that it's up to Raza, and you don't want to become a team like that. Yes, you have a good player in your side and your mids, you want to give him every opportunity, and if he does it every time, great, but there've got to be others who do it as well. I mean, you look at that as a procession, that fall of wickets. There's the start. Bennett and Marumani, a really good start, and just needed some sensible batting. The likes of Taylor and Burl, the expectation is that they'd play the middle and kind of pace themselves correctly. Yeah, but failed the spin test. Is Mirza. Yeah, good crowding field. Number 9 in, the offside as well in. Trying to make sure that He can't easily get off strike. Push up. They'll feel they've been kind of let off a little bit, the Pakistani bowlers, because with that first 6 overs it looked like they were well under pressure and needed to respond, and their spinners brought them well into it. Bowling! A wild swing in a different plane to where the ball was, and that crashes into off stump.
He almost played a perfect shot when he was dismissed. That shadow practice of playing with a straight blade is what was needed on that occasion. Going across the line, and well, it did not make matters happy for Zimbabwe. They slumped further, lost another 8 down now for 128.
Richard Ngarawa walks out to the middle. Zimbabwe 128 for 8. Looked so promising right at the start, having been put into bat here. Nicely played, off the mark straight away. Yeah, Sikandar Raza has been itching to get the strike, and it's been a procession of wickets, but you watch in the distance there, watch him and watch his reaction. So frustrated by the fact that what should be happening is give me the strike, let me have a go, can't keep just losing wickets, and he can't go to work without the strike.
It's very poor batting, actually. He needs to be on strike for maximum number of deliveries in the last, well, it's 1 over and 2 balls. And what happens when he's been denied the strike? He goes off boil a little.
Or gets even more adventurous, because looking to do as much as he can, sometimes too much with the strike that he gets. You need help from your friends at the other end. Need to work together. The method here tonight certainly has been to look to be positive, but not quite execute, not at all executed in the right way. That'll be wide. Yeah, Mirza trying to just get out of the arc of Sikandar Raza.
Pakistan buckle up. We've seen some brilliant partnerships on the field, but this one, Fawad Khan and Mahira Khan in Nilofer, is pure gold. Catch it in cinemas all across the country on 28th November this year.
It didn't quite come out the middle of the bat, but it struck well enough. And away it goes for 4. First boundary in 20 balls. Much needed by Zimbabwe.
Chalk and cheese. It's like a thorough professional playing along some school kids, really. That's the kind of standard we're talking about. Raza there using the angle, the left arm angle so well and lifting it so sweetly. Playing the field, using the angle, a boundary after 20 balls.
One ball to go in the over. And yes, he's rocking a hard place. They need the runs, but he also needs the strike for the final one. So just guides that and he'll take one. 19 done, 135 for 8. The hustle and bustle of the capital city. Final over then. Raza on strike, 22. Here's Shaheen. Shot. Oh, wonderful. Fine leg up in the circle, and he just gets out the way with his legs across to the offside, and it helps it on its way.
Twinkle feet, beautifully in position to play that flick. Lovely piece of timing, and once again the placement. And this mayhem is played a blinder, really. Only 26, but off 19 balls, and some of the shots have made a lot of sense.
A class player. Oh, I don't know if you heard him wherever you're listening to us from. No, Raza was the shout straight away as he tried to swat that to the onside. Good thinking though by Shaheen, took all the pace off it. A good dot for Shaheen. Yep, slow again. And he'll get another dot because he'll want to keep the strike.
Here's Bank Alfla. 1100 plus branches. Open your current account from nearest branch, Pommy, to enjoy various free services and earn Orbit rewards by maintaining or growing your balance.
As long as you put something in there, Rambo.
You'll get plenty from the production team, don't worry about it.
Off the bottom of the bat, oh dear. Didn't quite judge it, Salman. And they're able to get back for 2. It's come right off the toe of the bat.
Just a little bit casual in approaching that catch. Maybe misread the flight. Would have been a wonderful catch. A couple of runs, so the strike is back with Sikandar.
Oh, wow. What a shot that is. Use of the feet and then the crack of the blade. And it's gone all the way for 6. Sikandar Raza.
Second 6 of the innings, and what a beauty. It had everything. Use of the feet and then a little pause and lifting the ball effortlessly to miss Babar Azam at long on, who's watching this action on the big screen from long on. 84 meters, 6.
Final delivery. Dot delivery. Well bowled, took all the pace off again. 12 off the last one. And Zimbabwe end 147 for 8 off their 20 overs. Having put 72 on for the first wicket, they'll feel that they should have got a lot more. They'll be happy with the little flourish from Raza. Question is it enough? We feel it's light. It's been a good pitch.
And now I'll have to pick 5 wickets also. He's a tremendous all-round cricketer. Last 2 overs, 19 runs for Zimbabwe, courtesy Sikandar. And in those 2 overs, we saw everything regarding T20I batting from Raza. The placement, the deft touches, the straight 6. ends up with a 34 from 24. The opening was brilliant from Bennett and Marumani. But then the middle order had